Can we normalize telling each other what our savings accounts are?
Savings accounts was not something I heard every day. Now, maybe some of you had it, but in African households, specifically in Africa, nobody teaches you about saving, specifically saving for a rainy day. Everyone tells you to get the bag, work hard, get good grades, make more money, but nobody tells you that you actually have to save and not just save for an event, but save for rainy days and just have money sitting. I was in college, and that's when I actually heard about saving for the first time. I'll never forget this moment. I was talking to someone and they were like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so broke." Now, granted, they do come for money, but she was like, "I'm so broke. The only money I have is like in my savings account, and like I have to keep that for emergencies." And I was like, "What? Like, why can't you use it? Why can't you buy a burger?" And she was like, "No, it's for emergencies in case my car breaks down. My parents are like, we're not gonna cover it. You need to save your money and that whole thing." And like obviously like she comes from a background where they spoke about money, her family, like her dad's good with finances and he like helps people, that kind of stuff. And so that's when I started learning, like, oh my gosh, outside of just like saving for events, because I was so used to when you were having an event, if you were having like a matric dance coming up or you were having a wedding or a party, you save for those events, but you don't just randomly save. You have extra money, but it's not to say specifically you saving. And then there's the whole high yield savings account, there's investments, there's stuff, there's so many things. And I think that's where my love for money came into play because I was like, oh my gosh, it makes sense because I always wondered how people were just able to pay for stuff if it just happened, like if their car broke down or like this whole things. And so I saw this video and I realized that like now I'm well aware of savings, and ever since learning that from my friend in college, every single job I've had, I've always been mindful to make sure I save when I get paid and create a habit of saving. But not many people know this. And like not many, I can confidently say not a lot of people in Africa. Now, if you are the lucky few whose parents taught you about saving, kudos to you. But most of us get taught to make more money versus saving for a rainy day. Or most of us think that, oh, when I make this amount of money or when I'm rich, rich, and even still, like, I'm trying to think of people who had like a good amount of money. They barely even spoke about saving or just the concept of saving. And so let me know, were you guys raised to save? Because now I have different ways of saving and there's so many different avenues and ways you could save. And even now, when I started saving, I would just keep it in a regular bank account. And now I'm rambling, but I would keep it in a regular bank account. And then I found out there's high yield banking at banks, and there's like CD accounts, and there's all these things where you could make interest. And I feel like I'm on this journey about learning finance, which I love. I'm enjoying it. I'm currently obsessing over investing. I feel like I've mastered, well, not mastered, like in terms of personal savings for myself, I've slowly mastered it and become confident in it. I need to understand investing, but it's like exciting because when I do have kids in the future, I'm gonna start them off young and I'm gonna start them off with the saving mentality because from young I was taught to tithe and offer and that whole thing, because it was in the vocab, but saving was definitely not even a thing. And when I look at her comments for this girl's video, like a lot of people are like, wait, you guys save? Just randomly save? And I'm not talking about saving for events or proposals or weddings. I'm talking about just having money in your savings account, like an emergency fund. I did not know that that was a thing until I heard my friend say it. So yeah, go forth and start saving if this is your first time hearing about it. Bye.